the country, the activists, the civil rights, the struggling parents, the families, the teachers, the students that are realizing that a system built to divide, impoverish, and destroy us cannot stand if we do it. All right? It's kind of basic mathematics.
If you hear me, could you feel me, could you free me? Wonder if I made a difference or made a difference. But that we are the difference. We ain't got no code to decipher. Brother, I would never call you trife. You my brother, though they knife and fork our meals, then cop the silly feels. Yep, it's slimy, kinda grimy, miscalculated a tiny. But you can plagiarize something in the skies and think we have no eyes to see something real as we. This is seriously who we be. See, this here is true indeed, the real deal, thoroughbred, like collard greens and cornbread. Can't recite what's never said, purpose keeps us fed. Real man, this is brand A, hope fed. But still, you are my brother, above you there's no other. Blood or something other, more like what the blood covers. Man, no matter what they say, we good over this way. This is positivity in the making, helping brothers to break through. Without breaking, without breaking, without breaking, without breaking. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday.
Yep, Brother Empowerment Day. I was waiting for the you know what time it is. That's what I was waiting for.
No, I wanted to switch it up because I wanted to work on my intro.
Oh, okay.
And you failed.
Well, you didn't let me know.
You failed me on this.
Miscommunication.
No, there's no miscommunication. When I move,
work in progress.
But no, I did mess it up. I did mess that up though, because I don't know what I was thinking about. Probably because I'm hungry. Because everybody done ate but me in this house. I guess because I'm the fattest, but it's fine. I'm the fattest. But no, it's Thursday, so you know what that means.
It's Brother Empowerment Day. You know what I'm saying?
So if this is your first time watching, this is not one of those bashing shows, but this is an opportunity to have brothers uplift other brothers by having meaningful conversations and hoping that something is taken away from that to make their lives better. So if you're viewing with us out there in wherever land that you are, wherever you are around the globe, please go ahead and let us know by giving us a comment, letting us know that you guys are here. We technically, because it's official now, you technically are not a guest anymore, bro.
Yeah.
So before we talk to our somebody in transition, we don't know what we're going to call it yet. This person in transition, bro, how was your week?
My week has been action-packed. I've been doing a lot of running around. I've been doing a lot of manual labor this week. Like straight up. I
appreciate your manual labor.
Oh,
because he did something over there in the kitchen. It's over there though.
So I've been doing
I got pictures. I'm gonna share the pictures.
I've been doing quite a bit of manual labor this week. So I'm gonna send out some invoices tomorrow. You know, maybe get a little something, chump change, something. But no, I've been doing a lot of manual labor, a lot of running around. But I also have been doing a lot of thinking, a lot of writing, and a lot of reading scripture actually. So it's been a really it's been a really action-packed week to say the least.
Hallelujah.
So yeah, it's been an action-packed week, but to say the least. But it's all been worth it, and looking forward to the week coming to a close, a little bit more action, and then like sitting my behind down and chilling. So what about you, brother?
Haven't been doing much manual labor, but it actually has been, I won't even say it's been a draining week, but it definitely has been a week that required me to probably exercise more spiritually than anything. Mm-hmm. It just forced me to kind of get some things. I too have been reflecting a lot, and I've also been having a lot of meaningful conversations as well, because I don't know, I just think like this is the time to have it. And so this has actually been a pretty dope week because, we came off of my birthday week, and now this is my wife's birthday week. So to y'all who don't know, co-founder, my wife, Lalita Garnett, will be the big 4-0 tomorrow. on Friday the 13th, and it's Scorpio, so you know what I'm dealing with. Okay.
I don't think the missus gonna appreciate you putting her age out there like that, though, man.
Yeah, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Well, first of all, she know who she married. Look, we 12 years in the game now. She know who she know who she married. And something happened when you turn 40, man. I mean, like, my skin better, my hair started growing. I started losing weight. I mean, 40 is the new glow up. I'm just saying.
I mean, we know firsthand how deep in your Drake bag you are. So.
You can't say that anymore because you're official now. You part of the garage selfie game.
Man, me to the garage selfie crew. You trying to bring me to the other side?
I got about like 5 pictures, and you keep it up, I'm gonna make them eyes squint even more.
We literally added muscle.
But so tell the people who you are, brother, and tell us how your week been.
Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Devontae Ragland. I'm being brought on as a workout specialist / influencer is what I'm being told by the boss that I am. But my week has been it's been a pretty good week, man. I work a swing shift job, so I've been on second this week. This is my second week back in the actual gym, with some heavy weights. So it's been trying physically, going from, workouts here and there, home workouts, low weight, a lot of reps, to, heavyweight workouts, and then turning around and have to go to work.
Yeah, I commend you, but I'm gonna have to do something because it's some more clothes that I want to get into. See, clothes is my motivation. I'm just saying, clothes is my motivation. If I look good in the clothes, I'm doing it. And so, yeah, I got to really find a more aggressive solution because I kind of plateaued, but that's because I've been celebrating my birthday. I've been eating cakes. So I got to do a little bit.
The most important thing is, you know your motivation, and you can always use that to your benefit.
Well, I can't use that because I've been fat my whole life and I know how good I look fat. I don't know how good I look skinny. So it's an assumption based on my legacy with the fat side. So I'm hoping when I make it to the skinny side, well, to the thinner side, because this boy from Georgia, these bones got gristle. So once we figure that part out, yeah. Did you say cake or cakes? Cakes. Yes, I said cakes. Oh, tell the people who on. Tell us who on.
Let's see.
Because Orvis about to get on my nerves already. Hey, best friend.
Hey, Orvis. So we have Orvis. So of course y'all know we got the birthday lady herself, my sister Lalita. She's on. We got her on. Rashia is on. Hey, Rashia. Stevie G is on. What's up, Stevie, bro?
What's going on, Stevie?
Cordell is on. He came on early. Let's see. I got Joey is on. Let's see. We got Adrian is on. We have, let's see who else. We got Rick Owen is on. We got Linda Wiggins. Let's see. We got Kerwin. What's up, Kerwin, bro?
What's up, bro?
We have Giovanna is on. Hey, Giovanna. And let's see. We have Lenora is on. Hey, Lenora.
He was happy about Lenora. Hey, Lenora. Because he shot. You shot. She was on. That was a shade. Hey, Lenora. I just want to let you know. Hey, Lenora. I ain't seen you in a long time.
I wasn't even gonna say all that. See how petty you are.
Don't say hey. Look, we just going through it.
See. Oh, also we have Sean in YouTube land. What's up, Sean?
Hey, Sean. There goes Giovanna. I was looking for her. Everybody? And then there goes. Yep. There you go. So that's my big thing. So I'm excited. Gonna take my wife out, do something special. She's so extra. She's talking about, I'm gonna get my makeup done.
Hey, when it's your birthday, you do what you want.
But then I gotta go to court tomorrow. So I don't know if y'all, if I don't come out of court, I'm just gonna tell y'all right now, that rap album is gonna be a banger. Kerwin be on standby, but I'm trying to tell you, if I don't come out of court tomorrow, my rap album, I'm telling you, nothing but straight bars. We ain't gonna have nothing else.
You're gonna have so much material to go off.
Yeah, man, because I'm trying to tell you, my voice even gonna come out deeper. It's gonna be like Nathaniel's voice. So I'm just letting y'all know, tomorrow after court, it's still gonna be street cred. What's up, Deshaun?
What's up, Deshaun, bro? Who is Cornell? I hope that was a typo.
No, it's not.
Because there's no Cornells here.
She disrespects you. Oh yeah, Kerwin, make sure you have the people ready, because I know you know the people. As soon as they try to lock me up, I'm gonna whisper his name. He like Batman.
He
like Candyman. You say his name in the mirror. Yep. I'm gonna be like Kerwin Pittman.
The lights gonna go out. He's gonna be there when the lights come back on.
Bro. You just gotta open the bars
with a suit on. With a suit on.
Look, she's such a hater. This is such a hater. Okay, so we gotta get into these topics, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's one. How do you know if you're in a relationship with someone if you haven't been asked? Meaning, y'all doing relationship stuff, but no title. Are you single? Should he or she assume? You know, Sierra had a song a long time ago called I Want the Title. That's what it made me think about just then. What's going on, Roderick?
What's up, Roderick, man?
So
everybody here tonight.
Yep. That's because
special occasion.
That's because some people miss Bible study to be here tonight.
Word. We appreciate y'all.
We appreciate y'all and your heathenness to be with us tonight. But no, how do you know? You're doing relationship stuff, but nobody is saying anything about the title. Is it assumed this one or what? Look, we got somebody already. Joey say, you ain't in one if it ain't been stated.
Hey, what's up, Matt?
What's up, Matt?
Matt. So what I will say is, he said, you don't lose your fan base. Come on. No, actually, our fan base will probably triple. Actually, people love a rap album. I would say
I'm gonna go up because that's good. That's that good trouble that I'm gonna be in.
Especially if you go to jail first.
Word, street cred. Street credibility. So as far as the topic though, I would say that, man, in situations like that, communication is paramount. I mean, there should
I'm sorry.
Oh shit, Bible still already. Hey, we definitely appreciate you for prioritizing us.
Right.
You know?
Thank you. And thank you for doing your due diligence.
Yeah. So no, I'm definitely a fan of clear, concise, and really just to the point communication, especially in regards to committed monogamous relationships and all that. Like, there should be a conversation. There should be no wondering. There should be none of that. Everything should be out on the table, on Front Street, all, as they say, all cards on the table. So there shouldn't be any of that, because if people are just kind of like really skating around the issue or not want to talk about it and just kind of just going with whatever, then you run into the risk of just like the question said, assumptions. And assumptions are pretty much never a good thing, you know, because why assume when you can just have the conversation? That's, you know, it's my take on it.
Keon, what do you have, sir?
Now, like I said, I consider this an old country tale because I heard it from older country guys, but assuming makes an ass out of you and me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, excuse us, kids. He don't know. He learning the rules.
I'm sorry, y'all. I had to get that one out of the way. But just to piggyback off what Cordell said, yeah, communication is just paramount, man. Like you said, why just have the conversation and then everybody's on the same page and you know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, kind of hate these conversations. I guess because we already live in a society where people believe what people believe and what they do and what they say don't always line up.
Right.
So my intentions may be not to be in a relationship, but my behaviors can be very relationship oriented.
Mm-hmm.
And if you find yourself gravitating to more of like a relationship type environment, it's kind of hard to say, like, I hear what your mouth's saying, But if your body and everything else is saying something different, it can be quite confusing. And I think that most people struggle with terms and titles more than accepting the fact that it's a relationship. Because we assume, and I know some people that are like that. Some people assume, like, once you get married, like, the person changes, like the behavior changes. And there are some people who also feel like they have to live up to a certain title. Meaning, once you become a fiance, you act a certain way. Once you become a wife, you act a certain way. And the truth of the matter is, I'm so glad that for the most part, my wife didn't change. She remained who I first saw and who I married. You see what I'm saying? But there are some people be like, well, you my wife now. So that means you can't wear that dress no more. Put your hair up in a bun from now on. Nobody need to see your length. Nobody need to see your long hair. No, this is true. So I do know somebody who said that. Nobody need to see your length, your long hair. And I don't agree with that. I think you're with who you with. And I think that what people need to talk more about is what is the expectations associated with titles before saying whether or not they're in a relationship. Because I don't think people talk about their expectations before they talk about whether or not they're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Hold on, they got some people. You got some people. You got some people. Got some people. Let me see. Somebody say something. Let me see. Somebody say something. You got to go past holding cell. Let me tell it. I was in there.
Hey.
Listen, let me tell it. Rashida said, I feel like there has to be some transparency, consistent communication between the two of you. It's all about how the both of you feel. True, because you have me wondering, am I going to wander on away? I agree, since a lot of females tend to hear what they want to hear. Stop doing relationship things in friend with benefit situations or situationships. He meant, I don't know what we're talking about.
I don't either.
I'm gonna leave that alone because she skipped Bible study today, so there ain't no telling what's happening. Put me in, coach. I got some stories to tell. Because I want to do all the things that come with a relationship as friends. My younger single coworker speaks of this exclusive thing. So if you say that you're exclusive, that means y'all aren't together, but you're only dating each other. That's why I'm glad I'm married. Because if we kiss, we go together. We're failed at dating these days.
Yeah, that right there, what they talking about, that sounds a little weird to me. But hey.
Yeah, you need to act, not assume anything. In my opinion, some people will string you along and you have to know when to cut the string. If it ain't clear, concise, and concrete that you are in a relationship. Facts. I stay doing relationship things but don't want no relationship. Had to change the deal with you.
Wow.
Say it. What she say? Hold on.
Oh, Misha's here. Hey, Misha.
Say it, sis. Hey, y'all. I'm late. Yes, you are. Sean said, the longer you are married, the more changes. Some grow apart, but some become so entwined, you can't separate it. I have been married over 20 years. The thought of my wife not being there is terrifying. Yeah, I don't be man. I be telling my wife, my bed like rocks when you're away.
Hey, that's a nice.
I heard an old man say it, and I steal it.
That's a nice quote right there.
And she be like, "You don't want me to go nowhere." I be like, "Nope." If I wanted you to go somewhere, I wouldn't have married you. Let's see. Don't take relationship advice from cues.
Ooh, wow.
Never assume open communication is the key.
Yep.
You better read my comments, Shay. Your host would have known what I meant. Okay. Sorry I joined late.
What's up, Sid?
Yeah. So that's all I have to say about it, because we say we have open communication, but it's not really open because people can we can talk about something, but Actions is part of communication. Communication is transfer of thoughts, ideas, beliefs, words. You know what I'm saying? So it's so many different things that are happening at one time. And I think that people really need to start talking about expectations, because that's what the bigger issue is, because regardless of what the title is, are you meeting those expectations? And I think that that's why some people look at marriage as a piece of paper. That's why some people lessen what it's about. I saw one meme where it was talking about a person talk for like 2 years.
I saw that.
Date for like
5
3 years. Get engaged for 5 and then get married within 2. I'm good.
I saw that. I said, man, this right here is crazy. That's 12 years.
See, but I do think, and I think that when things happen, I think people need to just have conversations about it. Like, no, you said we were just this, but why I feel like this? And what we gonna do about it? Dwayne, why you have to get that close to the screen? You guys, shut up, Joey.
Hey, Joey. Wow.
They going crazy tonight. Look, you know what? Sherry got a bang gang and talking junk now. When I saw her today, it was pent back. Had a bang gang pent back. Let me see. Right. And as things move along, revisiting those same questions are important to make sure you are still on the same page. I agree. I agree.
Talk about it as many times as you need to. Misha said, who had 12 years to waste? Nobody.
And personally, like I said, I feel like just that line of open communication, what it does is it allows you now to make a choice. So let's say hypothetically, I'm dating, me and a woman, we're seeing each other, and she comes and asks me what we are. And my response may be like, hey, I want to do relationship things, but I want us to be friends. Now it's her choice whether she decides to continue with what we're doing or to go on about a business.
Yeah. So if we say I want to do relationship things, but not in a relationship, does that basically mean I want to have a main girl and the side chick type thing? I just need to know, because I've been out of this game for 12 years. I didn't know what it means.
Well, I ain't in it either. So so personally, I ain't the one to tell you. So we got to pass that to our single correspondent, Cordell.
Well,
I really only did that so they can see the side of my head.
No, that could very well be what a person means when they say that, or it could just be, I want, like you said before, I want the feelings and the actions, but I don't want to be committed to you. I really want to still just be able to do really what I want to do.
Bruce, and I tend to believe him because he's our facts correspondent. He say this is what it means.
I don't disagree with him.
So when you say I want a relationship thing, you basically saying I just want sex.
Or it might just be sex with that person, but still not being committed. So
the exclusive thing that Adrian's talking about, like, we only screwing each other, but we not in a relationship.
It could be that,
Oh, that's confusing.
There's no one size fits all answer, because, like I said, it could be different depending on who you're talking to.
Pun not intended, I'm sure.
No, pun not intended. Whoa. Oh, man. Yo, no. But yes, my brother with the shirt that he's attacking is definitely correct. That he's definitely correct that it means that somebody or both or every party involved has a choice to make. When that conversation happens and everything is laid out, people have choices to make.
There's a choice we made. I'm gonna tell you right now, this is coming from me. Y'all need to cut that out. If y'all just screwing, just say y'all screwing. It ain't no relationship. And if you doing relationship things, y'all in a relationship. If you sitting there checking what people wearing, what they got on, planning dates and planning time together, y'all in a relationship. Stop lying. You scared of the title. Just say that. Say, I'm scared of the title because this is what I've been through. Cut out the BS. You lying. Man. And if you want an exclusive sex partner, the only way that you're going to have the best exclusive sex partner is go ahead and put a ring on it. Get mad if you want to, but your whole ideology about that, the time that you wasting, Keon, you can help me from a financial standpoint. If you invest in that marriage, you'll look back and say, no, we built up quite a few things.
Exactly.
Man, wait for 12 years. If it took me 12 years to decide to marry my wife, neither one of us probably been married. We probably be like, forget this. But no, but like I said, look at
even from, like you said, that financial standpoint, if you look at it from the other way, let's say you invested 12 years in this person and you don't get married. That's 12 years that you've lost.
Yeah.
Right. Let me see.
And now you got to start all over.
Yeah. And then the other thing about hold on, let me go to our.
Joy.
She talking about why I'm up. You see how these comments coming in? It means I want benefits without commitment, but that's a commitment.
Yeah. And Misha said he's putting on the table what the expectations are.
Where you at?
Right here.
Oh, up here.
Yeah.
Hold on. They won't say, oh, we missed this one. That means you're going to get benched. He's putting on the table what the expectations are, and it's up to her to decide if that is what she wants. You better stay out the game. Shut up. It means I want benefits without commitment, or you want the connection without being held accountable. Some people just want companionship.
I was so sure he said make companionship.
No, I know. I think he meant compassionship, meaning he just wants ship.
Why?
I believe him. I believe exactly what he meant. Exclusive is an open line of communication. We just having sex with each other and no one else. That's a relationship. Y'all can say it how you want to say it. Like, you made a deal. I'm not screwing anybody else. Relationship. If we gotta sit there and talk about, well, let's you clean, but commitment, because you're committed to each other to stay clean and to make sure it's only y'all two. Y'all just sitting here saying a whole bunch of BS, and I'm just calling it out today. Out of order. I want dinner, cook meals, clothes washed, but I don't want no responsibility, no accountability. You want a husband? Next. Let me see. It's an entanglement. No, it's a lie. Next. No, they scared of losing options. Most of them ain't got no options. Nobody want them but the one that they don't want. Next.
Oh,
thanks, Misha. This the one. Which one is the one? Next. Getting married don't mean you're exclusive. My married homie got more women on the side. I said that before. The one thing about it is, though, you guys want relationships, and he shouldn't be married if he don't want to be married. Mm-hmm. We got to stop lying to people. Don't get married if you don't want to be married. Yeah. Don't be messing up. Don't do that. If you want to be married, be married. Yeah. If you don't want to be married, don't be married. Nobody making you be married. But if you want to be married, be married. And then don't make it seem like marriage ain't nothing because you don't respect marriage. Marriage is something, and it's respectable. If you disrespect marriage, that's on you, and it's okay to say, I'm a disrespectful married person. It has nothing to do with marriage. It has everything to do with the person who refuses to commit to what a marriage is about. Next. Thank you.
Hey, what's up, Mike Bass?
What's going on, sir? Next. No laugh.
You want even compassion shit?
I told you.
Hey, my bad.
Next.
My bad, bro.
You know why? Because he and this new age dating stuff, they confused. They don't know stuff. Next. That's why I learned when he say we going to go with the flow. He getting ready to waste my time. Boy, bye. See? Next. Woo, this is heavy. Next. Agreed. I don't know what. I don't know what. I got some more stories for Jacob. No, but also aside, guys, we really need to get to a place where we just honest. If we're talking about that we're grown, we're knowing you telling a grown lie. Mm-hmm. Be upfront and honest. Yes, you may intend on just having sex, but when you start policing one another, you are in a relationship. Yeah. And you need to talk about your feelings and talk about why you are afraid to be in a relationship. If it is like you don't want to lose options, if you do feel, and I kid not, I was engaged before, and I told my ex-fiance, I just don't see myself with you. She wasn't a bad girlfriend. It wasn't none of that. I don't see myself getting married to you. I don't see myself having kids. She respects me because of that. We are still cool because of that. But when I saw my wife, I saw a future. And I didn't waste any time with her. I knew her less than 2 months before I proposed to her. And she was never my girlfriend. She went from when I first met her, it was straight confirmation. I planned on providing a place for her. And we got married less than a year of knowing each other. We on 12 years now, 13 years of being together. And what I'm saying is when you know, Don't waste people's time. And if you want to have open communication, be 100% transparent with people. If that is going to be open communication, you can't have faulty wiring talking about it's open communication. No, you're being manipulative. And you're trying to take your advantage, which means you're being selfish. Tell the person the whole truth and have that conversation. But a lot of people don't know how to do that. And we want to say that we grown, but we can't even have a grown conversation.
Yeah.
True.
Stop hating on the cues, Joy. Please. Because you make nice fish. I'm in a relationship in my head, but that don't count. It might count these days. You can be honest, and some women see it as a challenge. Right. You can be honest with some women, but that's when you decide as the man to not be in that challenge.
Yeah, choice.
That's on you to still stay with it. Like, oh, she's challenging me to see. No, you made that choice because that means you like playing the game too. And vice versa.
So that choice to make.
Y'all are my favorite.
They have a whole entire side conversation.
Those some long fun. Oh, Misha, I'm gonna say your whole name in a minute. Okay, let's go to the next one because y'all got me tired.
Well, you left with that one.
Let's talk about this one. Now that we have proof that Black votes matter, what upcoming election we need to be focused on? Oh, that's a good one.
I would say, to answer that question, always the eyes on the prize as far as local elections. There are so many local offices that have such an effect on you as a citizen or wherever you are in your community that I think the local elections should always be first. Presidential elections get the media coverage and get the stuff going on social media. But local elections, which don't get talked about often, are often way more impactful. You have, to put it in context, you have senators and congressmen who have been, who have been in their seats for 20 and 30, some of them even 40 years. And, you know, they have the power to change certain things. Stuff hasn't been moving the way people in their communities want. They want change, but they've had the same person in the seat for 30 years and nothing has changed or nothing has really moved in a certain direction. So those are elections that I think we need to be focused on at all times, not just when there's a presidential election coming up, because again, like we said last week and the week before, there's more than just the presidential nominees on the ticket when that election comes around. And those congressmen and senators, I believe it's every 2 years. Some of those, you know, so what? No, you know, so it's every 2 years. So local elections is where definitely the focus needs to be. I mean, we talk about community change. You can literally make a change right there, depending on who you vote on and all that. So that's my answer to that question.
Runoff for Georgia Senate, House local.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you in Georgia? Is that where you at?
I don't know where.
Where you at, Bruce Leroy? What you got to say about it, Devontae?
For me, and like I said, really just to piggyback off what Cordell was saying, whatever the next election is the election that we need to be focused on. I feel like now that we know our power as a collective group and the amount of change that we can bring about, we need to learn to use that and exercise that at all times, like I said, in any election.
Yeah, I would challenge people to also get on committees. Mm-hmm. In addition to to finding out about the elections, get involved in committees. Yeah. Where it doesn't require technically a public vote, but there is some voting for some committees where you can get on committees that influence change, get on task force, get on whatever it is to influence change to become as educated as possible. Because there are so many different laws that are out there that sometimes it can be overwhelming. And I think the best way to empower yourself and finding out what is of value to you is to also get involved. There is a social responsibility that we all have, and there is a committee somewhere out there that we can always get involved in. Like, I care about culture, I care about arts, I care about those things, and I want to make sure that those legacies aren't lost. So I'm on my local town cultural art society committee because I want to make sure that we don't lose those things. So I say just get involved and making sure you find out what's important to you. Yes, we enjoy certain things. Self-gratification is a large part of what we do. So you're going to vote for things that are important to you. If it's not really important to you, you're not really going to vote on it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. He said he's in Wilmington. I'm just speaking on the runoff that will be taking place in Georgia in January. Got it.
Yeah.
Every committee needs a Black voice on it too. Be the representative for change that you want in your community.
Absolutely. I mean, there's no, if you're gonna sit here and say that, you know, say we need change and this needs to change, but after you're done talking, all you're gonna do is go home and just chill and not do anything. You're not gonna be involved in anything.
Right.
Why even talk about it? You know, that's, you know, that is really one of the things I think that are with social media came along with the people that want to make it sound good all the time. Well, you know, where is the actual action behind it? You know, because if you're out here doing if you're out here doing the change or being the change that you want to see, you wouldn't have a whole lot to talk. You don't have a whole lot of time to talk and stuff like that. You know, Kerwin, who's on right now, is always out somewhere doing something. And if you know that brother or met him, Kerwin don't have a lot of time. I mean, Kerwin, you know, that brother will be here somewhere doing something else, at a protest, filming a documentary, on the news. He's everywhere. So Kerwin, but you know, you don't see Kerwin on social media all the time talking about we need to do this, do that. No, because he's doing it. He is being it. So I think, you know, the making it sound good and the saying what change needs to be happening, it can sound real good. But it's just, what are you doing after you're done talking? Are you just talking?
So basically what we're saying is we tired of hypocrites.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I'm tired of loose service anyway, because we get a lot of people, what we gonna do about it, but you be the main one not doing anything about what we gonna do about it, but talking to the ones who are doing something about it. So yeah, if we're gonna be about it, be about it. Or just stop talking. I think that the world would be a better place if the non-doers would just be quiet.
Word.
And I think that we just need to start moving to that. So if we really want to talk about accountability, this kind of ties right back into the relationship conversation. We talk about relationship, talk about what we want, but don't want to do anything. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Everything requires some level of commitment and some level of actuality. I'm not talking about reality. It's not based on how you feel. There are just some facts to things that you're just going to have to do. Some truth to things you're just going to have to do. If you want a community to change, if you want systemic change, you got to get part of the system.
Yep.
If you want cultural change, you got to create a paradigm shift so that dynamic can take place. It is time for us to really get into an action-oriented mindset where we just don't offer lip services because that's not producing results. We're tired of people just making noise. If you're going to make noise, let it be construction noise that you're rebuilding something, restructuring something. That's the one thing I also like about Kerwin is when people came to me and said that I had to watch who I was connected to. The one thing that I loved about Kerwin is he never lied or never hid behind what he has done in the past. Mm-hmm. And he said because of his past, he is the main person that is trying to rebuild a city that he once helped destroy. I think he's qualified to really speak on that because if he knows what it took to bring a city down, he definitely knows what it takes to build a city. Now, as for you, we can't even build broken relationships. We mad at people for eating our lunch at work, but can't impact change. You can't mend a relationship. You're not talking to your siblings right now, and you're going to talk about who's qualified to lead something? Man, hypocrisy needs to die. Yeah. That needs to catch the coronavirus. It does.
Yeah, that's yeah. You ain't talked to your family member in 10 years because they said something about you. You know, yeah, like bro said, mend that. And the term for individuals who have a lot to say about social change, social justice, or whatever online, but who don't do anything outside of that, or don't do anything after they've done that, is the term. What's a slang term? It's called slacktivism. SLACK-tivism, slacktivism. You know, it means, you know, basically you're online talking all this good stuff and you're activists online. But when the computer's off, when you're not at the computer, you just like whatever. And we need, like bro said, we need less of that. We got too many of those people already. Social media is social media. Social media is
social media. He love you, Misha. He done gave you a whole platform. Get on that social media.
Social media is full of those folks. You go down your timeline, We see them every day. Whatever viewpoint you want to learn about, there are some people that identify as that term. We're not identify, but they qualify as that for whatever viewpoint you have. They're all over the place. You see them every day
on social media.
Wow, something else.
And don't do it for recognition. Do for actual change.
Yes, because that's the thing. Just because cameras are on you when you do it, don't mean that camera has to be on you every time you're doing something. Like Bruce said, you don't have to be doing it for recognition because it's not genuine if you want recognition or kudos or pats on the back when you do it. And that's with anything in life. If it's not genuine, if you're always looking for congratulations or something like that, then you're not really doing it for the betterment of anybody else other than yourself.
Right, on these social media streets. Misha, you my friend. Remember that now. Here she goes. I love you, baby.
I love you too, Misha.
Misha act like she's 90 years old. What you got to say, Devontae?
No, like I said, just to piggyback off what you guys said, just to start within. I was listening to the David Banner podcast a couple weeks ago. And one of the guys, and this was around the time they were really talking about, revolution and social justice and just changing, what we have. And one of the guys, he said, we got people out here, like you said, that's a lot of lip service, that's talking about all this change and doing all this, but you can't do something as simple as be disciplined enough to wake up every morning and make your bed. And that's something that really stuck with me. And like I said, it starts from within.
Yeah.
And I can't expect myself, I can't go out and change the world and lead the world to a better place if I can't change myself and lead my home.
Yep. And the funny thing is, I think it starts when we talk about open communication. I think we need to let's communicate what you don't know. If you want to impact change but not really sure how to do it, instead of criticizing, say, okay, I don't know how to do it. What can I do to help?
Right.
Because there's so many different arms of ways to impact change. And there's so many things that are unknown. We're all ignorant to something. Just own your ignorance and move forward and become enlightened by the area that you're passionate about. And that would definitely help instill some other things that are inside of you. Sean said, if I was a paranoid person, I would think half of online social warriors are foreign operatives.
And that's not out of the question. Hey, there with the stuff they said about Russia, with influencing the election possibly, and with all kinds of other stuff, that's not out of the question. Hey, it's a big wide world, and the internet can connect anybody to any corner of the earth. So
I think you're talking more about the slacktivists.
Well, I mean, even that. I know what he's talking about. I was just saying, like,
oh, don't be getting hostile with me. You see how people get?
He think you want the operative.
Right. Did y'all see how his muscle flexed on me? I told y'all how he be acting. Remember that day I told y'all he hit me in the eye and y'all ain't believe me?
Because it didn't happen.
He like, you gonna do, brother? You think you Suge Knight? What? You Suge Knight levels of parable?
Hey, don't make him mad. If he breathes too hard, he gonna bust out that shirt.
Bro, you ought to seen how he was. You ought to heard how he was breathing, eating this Chick-fil-A. I was like, "Are you okay?"
Hey, I only have. You know what? I'm not gonna think about that one.
Bro, them nostrils was flaring up. I was like, "It's okay. We got 19 minutes. You can."
Even waiting
it's over, man. We out of here. Show is over.
I was like, dang. Okay, let's get into this one.
Hey, no, we done, man.
Oh, look. We shutting it down?
Shut down the whole studio. I'm giddy right now. I'm shutting down the studio.
You better not be, because you got a dancing video. I'm like,
uh-oh. He'll Jabberwocky on the look. Hey, he gonna be out there.
Yep.
Hey, I'll be a Jaguar because they wear masks. You can't tell who they are. I'll do that.
Oh, we knew who you were. Jabberwocky Jr. Yo, we still got the video. If y'all want to see the video of Cordell, you can definitely watch it on his birthday celebration. The video is out there if you need this video.
It's been scrubbed from the internet.
No, it has not been. You can tag me and I can point you in the direction of this video. Matter of fact, question, I'll be sure to find that video and put it in the comments so you too can enjoy the fantastic moves of C. Diddy right here.
It's like 20 years ago, y'all. So just
I don't know. He was dancing in my kitchen the other day. I was like, what done happened? He started moonwalking in my kitchen. I was like, okay, it's yours. You can have it. Okay. So I believe the thought is outdated, but this was a question in my group. It says, text says, y'all splitting rent with grown men. The same grown men God created to provide.
So yes, so we have discussed this before. And the one thing we did say unanimously, when I say unanimously, I'm talking about bro and myself, is that one, first and foremost, do what works for your household. Straight up. It is no one's business what goes on in your household, what the financials look like, what the financials do. Do what works for your household. If that works, splitting the bills 50-50 works, then it works. Because no one else is going to be the wiser unless you tell them. So outside of that, myself, I am not a split rent or mortgage for me, 50-50 kind of person. I believe in just making each other's, when you come together to make each other's situation better. And that's all situations, mental, physical, emotional, financial. So I'm not looking for anyone to split my mortgage with. I don't need anyone to pay any of my bills or, because I pay them all. So I pay all my bills and I'm good with that. What I would like is someone to come and just make my financial situation better or help me make my financial situation better. Take a little slack off of me. I don't need 50 of my mortgage. I got that. How about maybe take 20 or 30%, aka some of these little smaller bills off my back, and then we're okay. Because that's all I need. Or not even need. That's all I want. Because I pay the bills fine without anybody else. That's what I want.
I think it's very nuance driven, to be honest.
It is very.
Because it's like, okay, so if you help me pay 50% of the bills, can't the same 50% that you're not helping me pay go to savings? Mm-hmm. Or is it the whole idea of the transaction, meaning I'm giving money to this? Yeah. Is that what it is for people, or?
Yeah, I don't know. So let us know what y'all think about that. And I understand, it depends on the perspective of the parties involved. There's some folks who, some men who say they're providers and this and that. So some of them are just like, hey, okay, well then provide. And then some of those same guys say, well, hey, I need to split everything 50-50. So it really just depends on the conversation. And like bro said, it's very nuanced. But that being said, whatever works for your household works. Me, myself, don't need that. Don't want it. Don't require it.
And it's so funny because I really want, talk about things that you want. I really just want old traditional. Mm-hmm. I want that old school type. I just want to bring the money home. My wife figure it out. She won't do it. But yeah, I just want to bring home the money. She tell me, give it out. All that. But it's funny because so many people have like different ways that they look at things. Like, no, I don't want to oppress you. Like, no, oppress me. Just please. Take it, I don't care. Take it, I don't care. But yeah, so it's like talk about it. It all depends on what, because at the end of the day, I'm like, are the bills being paid?
Right. First and foremost, right.
And if you want to talk about a grown man, if you're a grown woman sitting in the house letting stuff get cut off because you sitting on a principle, mm-hmm. I just stop there.
Same house when you rest your head.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and for me, it ties into.
Can you pay bills? Can you pay my bills? Me.
You're doing.
So funny about that, because when my wife got married, I said, I just want you to pay the same bills you've been paying, mm-hmm. and I'll pay the same bills that I've been paying.
Yeah.
I just want it to be mutually beneficial for us. My goal is growth for the both of us. Increase savings, pay off debts, invest, preparing for retirement, etc.
Yeah.
Amen, sister.
Yeah, y'all supposed to, like I say, the idea of coming together is to make each other's situation better. So if y'all are coming together and someone is going to be more stressed financially, which leads to stress in other areas, emotional, physical stress, what's the point of that? I don't get that.
I don't get it either.
Like bro said, you letting stuff get cut off or go unpaid because of a principle?
And if we're together, it should be operating in a sense of as one. So all of this money is our money. And like, right. Rashida was saying, the goal should be to be beneficial to both. Everything should be going to better both. And like you
Right.
said, like there's not like in any aspect of any relationship, there's never going to be a one size fit all of how things are going to work. And for me, that ties back into our earlier conversation about communication. You know, if my lady comes to me and she communicates, hey, this is what I want, this is what I like, this is how I like the money to be maneuvered. It's up to me to make a choice of whether to accept, reject, or compromise somewhere in the middle to that. And like I said, and like you said, Jay, as long as the bill's getting paid, what difference does it make?
Yeah.
Please just make sure the bills get paid and the kids eat. Some people be arguing and they be looking nice and these kids got these dirty shoes on and stuff like that. No, take care of your household, take care of these kids, and then y'all figure the other stuff out. And see, that's what I'm saying. I just wish we'd start having grown folks conversations.
Yeah.
Grown folks conversations is not about just you looking good and making sure that you straight. No, it's a bigger thing. When you get into any type of relationship, you building an enterprise.
An empire.
And so if you're building that, you're thinking about residual income.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what you say, your kids are an investment. You are investing in them, hoping that you receive a positive return on your investment. And I'm not judging because I'm questioning some of my investments right now. But at the same time, you still want to make sure that you are saying, no, I'm building something and we want to keep on growing. And think about the message that you're sending. We're talking about building generational wealth while you're protecting generational debt. We can't do that. We got to move past that whole type of mindset. Bruce said, in short, more money comes into the house. Pay your bills, save money, be better together. It is what it is. I agree. Just don't treat me like Mr. Treated Seeley. We'll be okay. Facts on top of facts.
Word.
One
more.
Yep.
We did that one. This one last.
Why does a black person?
We did that last week.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember it.
We just said you gotta ask them.
Oh, maybe that's right.
Mm-hmm.
I like how you just shut that down. You've been flexing today.
No, we literally did it last week. We just said that's all I'm saying.
You need anger management. You look a little hostile today.
Is that a small person joke?
I don't know.
I'm just playing wrong.
I don't know because you got to try the shit.
He told me he was gonna ride by the gym last week, so he may be back in.
He done shut down Brother Empowerment. Flex. Huh?
He told.
What you say?
He told me he was riding by the gym over the weekend, so that may be what it is.
Oh yeah. I don't know what happened. Then he looked at me like I know what he means. Then he did the finger. He was about to slap me. Oh yeah.
Really?
All right. Can I do?
Wow.
Can we do the next question? And we're rolling. Why don't more black people run for president?
Wait a second. Adrian said, I'm the only one here that don't want to pay any bills. I'm sure you're not the only one, Adrian. I don't want to pay any bills either, but guess what? I'm going to pay them.
Look, look, she done started a committee already.
No pay bills. But no, I mean, as far as more black people run for president, I mean, I don't really know. I can speculate only into that. Running for president is kind of based on what I've read and what I've seen from people's political records, track records. Running for president is a very long process, and not just the process itself of getting nominated and all that, but as far as just the process of even building the credentials to be even on the radar to be looked at as a presidential candidate. You have people who have been, a lot of people who run for president have been senators before. They've been, they've been leaders in their community as far as political leaders. There's a buildup to being president, and there's not many. The resources for the black community are already short on the political end, in my opinion, already. And so I think that's might be one reason why more black people don't run for president, because the resources there for that and the support that may not be there for more black people to run for president. Because it's not just running, it's getting whatever party you're a part of, nomination, raising funds, getting looked at. Like it's a huge process. And it's not just something that you can say, I'm gonna run for president. You can say that, but the actual work behind it it's a long list of things to do. So that may be why more black people run for president.
Yeah,
that's my speculation.
Personally, I think the biggest reason is monetary. What a lot of people don't know that it's very expensive to run for president.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So like I said, the two main and in the end, a lot of people and some conspiracy theorists and some just realists will tell you that it comes down to funding of who wins the presidency, who can get the most commercials, who can pay for the most media attention, and et cetera, et cetera. And specifically, and we know this even as it relates back to the black community as a whole, we don't really combine our funds and put our money together to the extent that we should, in where we would be able to afford to really push and back black people for president.
Mm-hmm. Joy said that Cordell about to slap Jay like Mr. Slap Ceiling. Yes. Yes, and I'm glad y'all guys see this, because this will hold up in the court of law. You got to find a candidate that appeals to everyone. Look, they having a whole sidebar conversation. And Bruce said 100% with you. I'll just say this. I don't want that target on my back.
Word.
I'm already predisposed to all these other things. The last thing I need to do is heighten the target. And that's what a lot of people don't realize is like, we're not at a time where we can handle too many shots.
Right.
There are some people that can push certain envelopes, and this is not to stop people from doing it. I'm so grateful that a lot of people are doing it, but a reality is a lot of people don't want extra targets on their back,
right,
or on their family. Those who are trailblazers, they go through a whole bunch of stuff.
Yep.
And a lot of people are not built, can handle it. And that's just the truth. And so a lot of people like, let me stay in my lane and I'm gonna do this. And then there are some other people who come with different things who don't care. They really just are focused on it and say, I know that it is a risk. I know that it is a gamble. I understand what I'm under, and they're okay with those consequences. Some people start weighing the pros and the cons, and sometimes it's like when the cons are higher, they're like, no, I'm gonna ride this one out. Mm-hmm. So it's a lot of different things that people do. And me personally, it's like, let me say, I got people trying to shut down Love is a Parable, and we ain't even made it to our millionaire mark yet. So can you imagine when this awesomeness becomes even more mainstream? I'm thinking about all of that. That's why we preparing leadership. That's why we're doing media training. That's why we signing NDAs. Mm-hmm. We're doing all of those things just to make sure that we're well protected. But it's a lot of things that we got to think about, even outside of just being in the political sector, is about survival. And a lot of people don't want to risk their life on that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all that, what bro said. Yeah.
Well,
to add to that, I also think it's a level of exposure as well. You know, like I said, this country has been around for hundreds of years, and there's been, our 46th president, and it's only been one black president. And you know, we've had a few, you know, Jesse Jackson. We've had a couple people, black African Americans, that have ran, but it's not, you know, very many. So, like I said, just as a people, it's just like, you know, we base a lot of things off of things that we aspire to be off of, you know, what we're exposed to and what we've seen. Yeah,
I think, shoot, for being president, if I was going to run for anything, I would run for Congress, because you can be in Congress for, like I said before, 20 and 30 years. And after you out of there, you get paid for life. You get benefits, you get security detail for you and your family for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I'm not running for president because I'm a king. I'm going back to the motherland. Mm-hmm. When Keon helped me get fit first. Because I don't think they can't have no fat king over there. I can't be a fat king. Let me stop. You hear that? Mm-hmm. Kids making noise.
Oh, you're trying to be black. You're trying to be Black Panther. That's what it is.
No, that's you, sir. You're the only one they can take on them. I can't even jump over nothing. You saw how he jumped? I can't jump over no wall, no shield. I need more than vibranium. But no, we're at this point where it's Positive Brother Shout Out. This is an opportunity for us to shout out brothers that normally don't get recognition, to let them know that they are thought about, who are making significant impact either in their families or community. Who you got, Devontae? Who you got? And don't be doing like you did no last week, where you gonna do one in the front and then try to do one at the end.
Yeah.
Well, look, because of that, this week I just got one.
Oh, wow.
That's what you said last week. And you talking about, my cousin.
I forgot.
My cousin.
That was my. He was my one.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Who was the other one that you did?
My shout out this week is for my uncle, Zolly Perry II.
Okay.
He's on various committees here in Henderson, North Carolina, and he moved back here a few years ago. He's the president of the local NAACP chapter, and he's just doing some great things in the community. And he's someone who, he grew up, he was born and raised here. He left and traveled all around the world with his job. And as he's getting older, he decided he wants to come back and make his community a better place.
Word.
That's dope. That sounds like to me we got connections in Henderson because Uncle Marcus already the president of Henderson.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We about to do something. Adrian, get ready.
Got to pop out some support, family.
Get your pilgrimage wig. Get that one. Make sure the wig is ready. We coming.
Pilgrimage wig.
No. We getting on the ship with Napoleon. We coming.
Oh shit! Really? Hey Tara, what's going on, sis?
Hey Tara, who you got, bro?
I'm skipping him this week. He been acting up, man.
Okay.
Nah, Adrian said stay out of my hood. Nah, every week, I'm there.
As long as ain't with no hood, we gonna be in your hood.
Nah, but for real, positive brother shout out. I definitely want to shout out my brother Jay. He's been acting all kinds of crazy this week. I don't know what's wrong with him. Just because it's my sister, his wife's birthday tomorrow. He acting up. She's supposed to be acting up, not you. Oh, new haircut. Oh, okay. I say when dudes get new haircuts, how they be acting. So
he gonna show off that good side. That's about his time.
First of all, both of my sides are good. Look at that. Even the back good.
Yeah, but yeah, first off, I always got to shout out my brother Jay, man, for real, man. It's been a wondrous ride, and we just keep rolling, man. We got so many things cooking up, and I was talking to him earlier this week, and I was saying, man, the fact that Love's a Parable is doing well and continues to do better even in the pandemic, and we also personally are doing better too, just is really, it points to what we're doing and our purpose, and that we're walking in that, and it's really paying off, and so I definitely got to shout out my brother Jay, man, just because there's so many things that we have just uncovered, and so many things are blossoming because of what we've been doing. Whether it's with the organization, also because of us being connected personally, for real. So shout out my brother Jay. Shout out you, Devontae. I'm Keon.
I've been trying to focus. I be having to focus when I say his name.
Shout out to you, bro, too, because one, you are my accountability partner for this fitness thing and this gym stuff. You're my accountability partner as well as my brother and my family. So shout out to you, bro. And I definitely am so glad you're part of the team now officially, because, bro, like now people gotta get used to seeing your face and seeing how awesome you are, bro. For real, man.
You're
I'm
awesome.
gonna get some better lighting so they can see my good side, like Jay.
Please do.
So shout out to the bros that are on the live today: Bruce, Rick, Sean, Deshaun. Everybody,
Kerwin.
Kerwin. Excuse me.
Rick.
I said Rick.
Oh, okay.
But shout out to all y'all brothers. We love y'all support. We appreciate y'all support. We appreciate y'all taking y'all time out of y'all day or your evening to come and really just tap in with us. It's much, much appreciated. And shout out to all the brothers that are going to view this later on. And my last two are, of course, like I've been saying for the past couple of weeks, shout out to the brothers that are really stepping in their community and they don't do a lot of talking because they're too busy actually doing. Shout out to y'all brothers, because that you're using that energy to actually do instead of talk. That is really, really what's needed. And I love to see that. And I hope that continues. And also shout out to those that are doing the difficult thing when it comes to getting better with themselves and really just tapping into their organic self, whether that's separating from people, mending relationships, having tough conversations, I shout out to all your brothers because that's not easy and it really can be stressful, but it's very necessary. So I shout out to y'all brothers too.
Yep. I definitely be echoing everything as far as the brother that was on here, but I do want to do a special shout out because I remember thinking about like just looking back over my life, and this morning I was very reflective to the fact that I do have you, even though you are abusive, I do have you and Keon, Kerwin, Ian, and Ricky now as men who have intentionally committed to helping us advance love is a parable, and especially brother empowerment and all of that. And that's not a slant to the other ones who actually do support us. So I'm not saying that, but having people who commit to the team and saying that I'm going to help and I'm going to do my part, that's what the world needs to see, is more collectivism. Us coming together and doing a lot of great things. And I just want to make sure that you guys know how much I value and I appreciate you guys and how you guys keep me going and keep me motivated. So I thank every last one of you for being there for me, not just because of the service that you provide, but because of the people that you are. And I thank you for being another example that all men are not in competition, all men are not upset with one another, and that men can truly show love, respect one another, uplift one another, and literally join a movement that is all about love. So I'm grateful for all of you guys. And I also want to do a shout out to my brothers who've always, didn't always have a great relationship, but they have been consistent as far as making sure that they had my best interest in heart. And I thank you guys for all of that. And any brother that is going through, any brother that needs someone, I would encourage you to connect with us. The season of feeling alone and being alone has to change and it needs to stop. And we're here for you. Share this with a brother that you know, because everybody knows a brother who is dealing with something and we choose not to say anything when this is an opportunity for us to offer some type of engagement and solution. So share with a brother that might need a brother, that might need a hug, that might need someone to talk to. I make sure that I make myself available. We now have an email mailing list where we can constantly stay engaged, so they have a means to connect with us. So, or you can go to loveisapparable.com/brother empowerment and get connected with a brother. Tell us whatever you need. It's all confidential and we are here for you. But like we say every week, if you feel that nobody in this world loves you or care about you, you just met 3 people who truly do. So we'll see you. Hold on, we'll be here next week. We won't be here the week after next, but we'll be here next week. So we'll see you guys next week.
No brother empowerment on Thanksgiving. So
listen here, other countries.
Yep. So
don't come for me.
Yep. We're gonna get it out now. As a matter of fact, you look on the website tomorrow at the events. Brother is gonna say no brother empowerment on the 20th.
Brothers got to empower them bellies.
Right.
Yeah.
And I might go to Henderson this time. Nope, my best friend coming up here too. Yep. We're gonna all get together again. Because Henderson is, it gotta be my family, because this is Garnett Street. They're my people. Huh?
We can get a Thanksgiving workout in. Make some room for you.
Say what?
Huh?
Your signal going out.
Couldn't hear past your muscles, sir. But thank you guys. Y'all have a wonderful night. Keon, stay on.